If you think the ball drop at Times Square is the ultimate New Year's destination, you've clearly never been to the Philippines. Imagine a night where the air smells of gunpowder and sweet rice, where the entire country sounds less like a celebration and more like a full-scale war zone, and where every citizen looks like they're heading to a high-fashion polka-dot convention. It is a 24-hour window of time where 110 million people collectively decide to scare the bad vibes out of existence. But this isn't just about the fireworks or the parties. It's about a cultural pulse that beats differently than anywhere else on Earth. It's a moment where modern-day urbanization meets centuries-old folklore in a way that is both terrifying and beautiful. Welcome to Global Pulse. I've just spent my New Year in the heart of the Philippines, from the humid, high-energy streets of Manila to the tight-knit family circles in the provinces. And what I discovered wasn't just a party. It was a masterclass in psychological warfare against bad luck. It was an ancient superstition meeting modern-day chaos in a symphony of noise. Today, we're peeling back the layers of the Bagong Taon. We're exploring the secret economy of round fruits, the forbidden foods that could ruin your bank account, and why this archipelago becomes, quite literally, the most high-octane celebration on the planet. Grab your polka dots. We're diving into the heart of the Philippines. 1. The currency of circle. The first thing you'll notice as the sun sets on December 31st, circles everywhere. In the Philippines, the circle isn't just a shape, it's a digital code for prosperity. See, in Filipino tradition, the circle mimics the shape of a coin, and coins obviously represent wealth. This is why, if you step outside in Manila or Cebu on New Year's Eve, it looks like a polka-dot convention exploded. From toddlers to grandmothers, everyone is rocking dots. It's almost a competitive sport. If you aren't wearing dots, you're basically telling the universe you're opting out of a promotion this year. Some people even go as far as stuffing their pockets with coins and jingling them at midnight, literally sounding like money to attract more of it. But this circle obsession doesn't stop at your wardrobe, it invades the kitchen. This leads us to the medianoche, the most important meal of the year. The centerpiece of this feast isn't just the food, it's the fruit basket. But not just any fruit. Families will spend hours navigating the crowded, humid aisles of the local palenque or market, on a mission to find exactly 12 different round fruits. Why 12? One for every single month of the coming year. You'll see people meticulously checking the roundness of apples, grapes, oranges, and melons. If it's got a corner or a flat side, it's out. It becomes a frantic scavenger hunt. If a fruit vendor runs out of round mangoes, shoppers will pivot to watermelons or even imported plums. It's a visual, edible prayer for a well-rounded life. The belief is simple. If your table starts the year full of abundance and perfect spheres, your bank account and your belly will follow suit for the next 365 days. It's the ultimate display of manifesting before manifesting was even a trend. But 2, the forbidden chicken. But here is where the global pulse of the Philippines gets truly fascinating. While the medianoche table is designed to be a mountain of food, there is one global staple that is strictly, almost religiously, forbidden from the menu: the chicken. In most parts of the world, a roasted chicken is a sign of a good meal. But in the Philippines on December 31st, serving chicken is considered an invitation to a year of financial ruin. It all boils down to an ancient Filipino proverb that every child grows up hearing: isang kahig, isang tuka. It literally translates to one scratch, one peck. Think about how a chicken eats. It has to scratch the dirt for every single grain. It lives moment to moment, pecking at whatever it can find, just to survive the day. This is the ultimate Filipino metaphor for poverty or living hand to mouth. The belief is that if you eat chicken as your first meal of the year, you are essentially coding your destiny to be a struggle. You are telling the universe you are ready to work yourself to the bone just to get by. Because of this, chicken, and even seafood like crab or shrimp, which move sideways or backward, is often swapped out for something much more symbolic: the pig. In the Philippines, the lechon or roasted pig is the king of the table because pigs push forward with their snouts when they eat. They represent progress, momentum, and a heavy, stable kind of wealth. So while the chicken is exiled to the backyard, the pig is given the seat of honor. On this night, Filipinos aren't just eating for hunger, they are eating for momentum. They want a year that moves forward, not a year spent scratching at the dirt. Number 3. The science of noise. As the clock ticks toward 11:59 p.m., the atmosphere in the Philippines changes. It's a literal calm before the storm. And then, at the stroke of midnight, the pulse of the entire country hits a staggering 150 decibels. In many Western cultures, New Year is a moment for a quiet toast or a sentimental kiss. But in the Philippines, it's about making enough noise to wake the ancestors and shake the foundations of the house. This isn't just about being loud for the sake of it. There is a deep psychological science to this chaos. Rooted in ancient beliefs and strengthened by Chinese influence, the logic is simple: bad luck has ears. Filipinos believe that malevolent spirits, the bad vibes of the previous year, and the shadows of misfortune are all lurking around the corners of the home at the turn of the year. To get rid of them, you have to make the environment so unbearable that they have no choice but to flee. This is why you'll see grandfathers standing in the driveway banging heavy tin cans and mothers using their best kitchen pot lids like cymbals. And if you don't have fireworks, it doesn't matter. The noise is democratic. People will rev their motorcycle engines until they backfire, blast birit, high-note karaoke, until their voices crack, and blow into plastic torotots until their faces turn purple. It's a collective nationwide exorcism of the past. The brighter the light and the sharper the sound, the cleaner the slate for the year ahead. It's deafening, it's chaotic, and if you're a tourist, it's absolutely terrifying. But for a Filipino, that wall of sound is the sweetest music in the world. It's the sound of a fresh start. The vertical jump and the sticky. But if you look past the smoke and the deafening noise, you'll see one of the most charming sights in the world. Amidst the explosions, thousands of Filipino children are doing something synchronized. They are jumping. This isn't just a burst of energy. It's a classic Pinoy biological hack. There is a deeply held superstition that if a child leaps as high as they can, the moment the clock strikes 12, they will literally trigger a growth spurt for the coming year. Every Filipino adult today, from doctors to engineers, has a vivid memory of being 5 years old, staring at the ceiling and launching themselves into the air with everything they had. It's a moment of pure, innocent hope. It's the belief that for 1 second at midnight, the laws of physics are a little bit more flexible, and maybe, just maybe, this is the year you'll finally be as tall as your older siblings. But as the jumping stops and the smoke begins to clear, the celebration moves back inside for the most symbolic bite of the night, the tikoy. This sweet, glutinous rice cake, originally influenced by Chinese niangao, is the ultimate metaphor for the Filipino spirit. In the Philippines, stickiness is a virtue. They don't just eat tikoy because it's delicious, they eat it because of its consistency. The goal is for the family's bond to be just like the cake, so strong and so sticky that no matter what hardships, economic shifts, or distance the new year brings, the family remains glued together. In a culture where family isn't just a part of life, but the absolute center of the universe, this rice cake is more than dessert. It is a silent contract. It's a promise that in 2026, no one gets left behind, and the pulse of the family stays strong. It's the perfect, sweet ending to the loudest, most chaotic night on earth. As the sun rises over the 7,000 islands of the Philippines, the smoke clears, the noise fades, and a profound sense of pag-asa, or hope, settles over the nation. What I realized after spending New Year's here is that the Philippines doesn't just wait for the future to happen. They demand it to be good. Through the sheer force of will, through deafening noise, and through the intentionality of every polka dot and every round fruit, they are taking control of their destiny. It's a celebration of resilience, but more than that, it's a testament to the power of togetherness. In a world that can often feel fragmented, this is a country that chooses to face the unknown as one loud, sticky, polka-dotted family. My polka-dot shirt is packed, and the echoes of the toratots are still ringing in my ears, but I'm leaving with more than just a souvenir. I'm leaving with a new perspective on how to start a year, not with a quiet resolution, but with a roar. But the pulse doesn't stop here. I want to hear from you. Does your country have a forbidden food that keeps you away from bad luck? Or perhaps a weird midnight tradition that your friends from other countries wouldn't understand? Whether it's eating 12 grapes in Spain or smashing plates in Denmark, drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and your story might just inspire our next global deep dive. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of the Philippines, do us a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to Global Pulse. We are on a mission to explore the lifestyle, the economy, and the soul of every corner of this planet, one country at a time. I'm Global Pulse. We'll see you in the next country.